Welcome back to Dark Souls 2. So here we are. We are not starting off at Majula's bonfire. We are actually starting off next to Vengarl because we want to talk to him and he will...
Back again.
Let's see. So it was you who
it's
vanquished my body.
It is.
Alright,
I do not mourn for it. If you
there we go. He says
but so, why
if
fell?
in need of his assistance, he will assist us. So we can summon him now for a few boss fights. And Vengarl is actually pretty good. Next person we want to go and talk to is the man scorpion up here. We shouldn't die. Hopefully we don't die. Got the man scorpion. Alright. We need the Ring of Whispers again. Let's talk to this guy.
You've defeated my better half. This is
There we go. Fragrance branch of yore.
what skill. But our master never dies, and he changes form so that he may see. Brave human, take these.
Second dragon ring.
I have no gods to prove, but still,
Learn gesture.
but still,
There we go. Then let's check out the ring that he gave us. Wherever it is. Let's see. Here we go. Increases HP, stamina, and maximum load. Oh, apologize for that. Dragon Signet Ring. Grants the bearer the protection of dragons. Increases HP, stamina, and maximum load, but it's easily broken. Relamond, Knight of Drangleic. Served the king by guarding the fort until his own demise, and was said to have cherished the ring throughout his life of service. It's actually a very, very good ring. But the bad thing is it does only have 25 durability. But we can actually use this ring. Increases only by a little bit, but it's actually pretty good. It does make our weight a bit better also. There we go. Let's just hope this ring doesn't break. Alright. Let's just actually, yeah, let's just run back up. Oh man, that guy's blocking the path. We don't want to take that way. Let's take this way. Hopefully this guy can move out of the way quickly so we don't get trapped. Alright. Let's take care of this guy. Alright. And we're back at the bonfire. So just wanted to talk to those two NPCs because you do get items and from the man scorpion, and you get to summon Vengarl for a few boss fights later on in the game. So it's great to come and talk to them after you complete their task that they want you to complete. Iron Keep. Let's go to Iron Keep. Let's finally go to Iron Keep. This episode will be Iron Keep. Not too sure about Smelter Demon yet, though. Man, I really dislike Smelter Demon. This guy's very hard if you aren't a caster. Casters can just summon. Remember that. Oh, we'll get there. You see an item over there, and we actually can try and get that item. Let's see. Want to put on as much fire defense as possible. Oh, before we come here, actually. Alright, so your own boots actually give a bit more. Dark gauntlets. Oh, wait. Am I looking at the right one? Oh man, I don't even know if I'm looking at the right one. Let's try back your boots. Alright, Lion Mage gives a bit more. Actually, Vengarl gives a bit more. Vengarl loves. Nope. Lion Mage. We're trying to put on as much fire defense as possible. That's all we're trying to do here. Alright. Then we can equip this. Let's see. Pyromancy Flame. And we can attune spells and grab Flash Sweat. Flash Sweat will allow us to basically hires our fire defense. Alright, let's test this. Yeah, we can actually get it. Let's just use it again, just in case. Oh, no. Oh, man. Guess we don't have enough vigor to actually survive a run back. But that is how you get that item. You want to boost your fire defense as high as possible. And Flash Sweat is very useful to have too. So I do recommend you buy that from the Pyromancer lady in Majula. Or she actually is right before Shaded Woods if you haven't given her the gear. Oh man, now my souls are still over there. Let's try and grab that and come back. Alright. Next, there are a few items over here as well. You can see the item over there. Since we died already, we might as well try and grab all these items. Run. Oh no! I pressed L3 too late. But we only have 7,000 souls, so it's alright if we do lose them. There goes the first dragon ring. We got the second dragon ring. I don't know if there's actually a significant difference between the two. But why did the man scorpion have the second dragon's ring anyways? Oh man, this is actually not good if we keep losing health. Actually not too good if we keep losing health. So we'll use the Ring of Binding. Ring of Binding does give us a little bit of our health back that we just lost. Alright. Let's just top off our health. We go after this one. Oh man. Burn me in the air. This episode will have a lot of deaths, just so you guys know, because I'm gonna be trying to grab these items. At least these first few items in the beginning here. The items later on in Iron Keep, I will grab them at a later time because these items are, or the items later on in Iron Keep are much harder to get, and I certainly do not have enough vigor to survive one of the, for sure, one of the treasures that you can get from running in the lava. But something I dislike about this area is that they do not give us the, if you've, oh man, I don't even know. I was talking too much, I guess. Something they did not give us in Dark Souls 2 is the, what was that lava ring called that allows you to run on lava without getting hurt too much. That ring was actually very, very useful. But they don't give us that ring in this game. I don't think so. But yeah, this area is gonna have many deaths because I'm trying to get this item over here. Don't even know why I fell off right here. Alright. Let's try again. Almost fell off there. We're gonna have to top off our health again. We couldn't even survive earlier. Trying to quickly jump over that without turning around. I don't know how many deaths that is already, like 4. But if you are trying to play the game through and not die, these items are not worth it at all. I don't think they're worth it at all. We're going to want to get vigor to at least 30 before we try and grab all of the items in this area. And you do see the hollow ring. Ring of Binding does significantly reduce the amount of HP drop that I get every death. So it's very useful to have this ring if you like staying hollow. Oh man. Maybe I'm just gonna give up grabbing this item for the time being. We'll try one more time. One more time. Just kind of want to show you guys what item is over here. I don't remember what it is, actually. Yeah, I really don't remember. Kind of have bad memory. But at least I can show you what this item is. So I kind of want to get it. We'll try one more time. One more time. Ugh. We give up on this, alright? We'll give up on this. We'll go in this for the time being. I don't know how many times we died now. Maybe like 6. But we'll give up on this item for now. There's going to be other items in Iron Keep that are in lava as well. Not actually in the lava, but on the burning surface rocks. But we can actually swap our attunement spell back to heal. And we have to swap our gear back. We actually keep the pyromancy flame on us if we wanted to, just because it weighs nothing. But we're not going to do that just because we have to swap to our We actually have to swap to our... Oh, we can actually keep this... Can actually keep Vengarl's gear on. Yeah, that works. That works. Oh man, I should not have lost my souls. We'll go through this though. There's a shield that I want to get. Let's just heal. Go here. This is a shield that I want to get for this specific area, which is from Blacksmith McDuff. But we can go through this first. Just pull one towards you before you take it on. But yeah, this is a shield that McDuff sells. The Royal Kite Shield. I believe we saw that earlier when we were over by him. The Royal Kite Shield, he sells that, and that shield does have a pretty decent fire defense on it, but we're gonna use that shield specifically for Smelter Demon. So be careful here. There's a guy here, and there's another guy sitting right there. You can't just pull him towards you. Alright, now we can take care of this guy. Do note too, these guys run real fast. They will run real fast toward you, especially if you're running away. And you've got a ring here. Let's try and get it. Alright, we got it. Or not a ring, what am I thinking? That is the iron key, which unlocks a door later on. We'll use that key later on. Alright, now we've got this merchant here.
Who, me? I'm Magerold.
Magerold. Alright, so he has this incense option here, which this is what you use your spices on. It drops your... See how it says, for Chameleon, it says, I need 14 intelligence to use this spell. But if I do use a Simpleton Spice, which reduces the requirement of intelligence by 1, it will make it 13. And if I use another one, it'll make it 14 or 12, and then 11, 10 requirement of intelligence to use. And if I keep using it on Chameleon, it will make Chameleon, it will possibly make Chameleon like level requirement intelligence level 1 to use Chameleon. So this is what this guy's good for. He could do that for heal, you know, I meant for miracles, for sorcery magic, and pyromancy doesn't have requirements, so it doesn't matter about pyromancy. And then hexes as well. So if you want to use hexes, you can feel free to do that. Lower the requirements. Same thing with Skeptic Spice. It's just Skeptic. Oh man, Skeptic is for faith, and Simpletons is for intelligence. Do note that lowering your intelligence, even though you will be able to use it, lowering your intelligence to use it does mean the spell is weaker. Just because your intelligence is actually lower than what it should be to use a spell. So if it actually isn't as strong as what you think it would be, it's because your intelligence is lower than what its default set at. to be able to use the spell. But things for like spells like chameleon or what is it? Forget what it's called. Like hush here too. These chameleon hush don't actually depend on oh, and the other spell I was thinking of was fall control. Those spells actually don't depend on intelligence, how high your intelligence is. So these are pretty decent spells to actually hit to level requirement intelligence 1, just to use them, because they don't depend on how high your intelligence is. They don't scale with your intelligence. That's all it is. It's just a spell to use, just to use. Then this guy also sells a few items. He sells the Jester outfit, which makes me think, was he possibly the Jester that helped us? Jester Thomas. You know, who knows? Who knows who Jester Thomas is? But he does sell the Jester stuff. And do note, the Jester stuff does have effects on all of the pieces here. There we go. And the Bandit armor. And then he sells the Curse Bite ring. And a few items. And he sells these things as well. The carvings. And a branch of yore, which we actually want to buy that. Hopefully we don't forget. And he does sell a couple of spells. And here we go. Fall control. And hexes. And then he'll tell a little bit more lore about himself. And he'll also talk about Benhart, saying that Benhart's sword is actually fake, even though Benhart has a lot of pride in his sword. And got an item here. Also note about this area is these jars are full of water. What this basically does to you is it makes running, it hires your fire defense. That's basically what the water does on you if you are wet. But we'll use those jars later on, not these specifically, but jars later on. And there's a hidden wall here. And another hidden wall here. And you've got a random ballista thing here, which you can use this and blow him up, and it won't deal all too much damage. I really don't recommend you use that ballista. But first we want to take care of this guy. This does lead to the very exact same room as before. Alright. Take care of him. And we can run back up here. And let's try to backstab this guy. There we go. Let's watch out for the other guy coming around. Oh man. Alright, still got a backstab in him. That should take care of them. Knight armor. This gear, I believe this gear does have pretty good there we go, fire defense is actually better than Vengarl's fire defense. So if you're trying to grab those items in the fiery areas, I do recommend you grab or wear this gear. Alright, so coming over here, this guy will come towards you, and you got an archer up there. You see him move. You want to use these. Oh, you don't want to get knocked off. You want to use these pillars. Hide behind these pillars to avoid being hit by the archer. That you can hide behind this one. There he is there. And he won't be able to hit you. So coming down here, you've got a guy here. Let's wait for him to shoot his arrow first. And you did see we got hit from behind. Uh-oh. Roll. Because there is another one on this side. And then you can jump down here and grab this item. Alright. Now we can climb this ladder. Do note we were up right here. We could have just ran over here and fell down to climb this ladder. But you can't get on this ladder from this platform here. You actually have to get all the way down before you can, oh no, we don't want to fall off. But we can push him off. Alright, life ring and twinkling titanite. Then you just fall here to get back up. Oh, and you did see this door here. You don't want to open that door yet. As you see, there's fire coming through it. Because that door is... Oh, no. We didn't want to use another arrow there. Because these guys run real quick. Alright. Next, we can fall down here. Ouch. Fall down here. Shrink our Estus. And we can turn off the fire with this. We do have another guy up there, which he will eventually fall down. He should eventually fall down, but we do have another lever which lowers the other side of the bridge. There we go. Ouch. Let's get through here. And this is the room that we were just over at. These archers, man. Alright. You did turn off the fire in this room. Which I don't know where that fire is coming from. Do we get hurt from this? Oh yeah, we do get hurt from that. Really don't know where that fire is coming from. But anyways, we've got this guy here. Alright, so these guys do have very slow attack animations. And you can backstab them. Something about this right here. If you do hit it, it doesn't even have to be a fire arrow. I don't even know if a fire arrow can do this. Oh, I guess fire arrow can't. But if you do hit it, it will explode and continue burning. That is gas coming out of those pipes that are here. So you don't want to hit that. Next, come up here so that you can't miss your backstabs, so be aware about that. Another thing to note too is these guys deal a lot of bleed damage in a short amount of time. Alright, yeah, we'll go through here. Let's just go through here. We'll come back to the other side eventually, because there is going to be something over here. It's going to be a bonfire over here. Alright, so this guy is attacking that ground, and he does eventually break it if you allow him to attack it enough. see all the dents. You're gonna have to jump over that if he does break it. And you've got knights up here. It's great to have a strong bow before coming over here. Then you have these guys. You see those two ironclads sitting up there? You can pull this lever to get rid of them. It'll lower that and they will melt in the lava. There we go. It does still create another platform for you. But we are going to switch back to the greatsword because there is a crystal lizard over here. Oh man. Oh man. Couldn't even get it. That's alright. And we have an archer shooting us from over there. And be wary of the ground. You see a switch right here. Did I step? I didn't want to step in it. But that's alright. Let's jump over it. Oh, let's just run through it. Alright. Let's just run through it again. And that's very strong. Over here. Heal up over here. Alright. We're not going to go past from here yet. We're going to come through this door. And you've got a Pharaoh Lockstone thing. The door. And a ladder. Alright. Then you've got a chest over here. Another quartz ring. And a ladder. Do note, if you fall down here, you cannot get back up. But there is a bonfire here. And we will rest here. Just to get our durability back up. So you cannot get back up if you if you jump down here. And this does take you to a different location with this guy, which we've met this guy before. Nope, we are not going to join this covenant because we already have before we fought the Bell Gargoyles. But you want to be careful about this. This up here is a PvP zone. So just like the Bell Gargoyles area that we were at before, this is another PvP zone. Let's try to make him get rid of his shield, so we can just get rid of him quick. Then got an item over here. Simpleton Spice. Alright, then you have to ring this bell if you want to continue through this area, because this will open a gate on the other side where we're going right now. If you do not ring that bell, it will not open that gate. Then you've got more NPCs up here. NPC phantoms. And you do get invaded because you rung that bell. Wherever he is though. Got invaded by Bellkeeper again. That just basically tells you this area is a PvP zone. Let's let's see. I believe he is down here. He might be in this room right here. There he is. There we go. But yeah, that NPC invasion there just basically is telling you this is a PvP zone. If you do not want a PvP, kind of get out of this area. But we've got more guys down here. Alright, let's take care of this guy first. Then we can come down here, take care of these guys. Ouch, you don't want that to happen. Alright. Then if you want to get back up, you can climb this ladder and jump back on the platform to get back up. Then, oh, and another thing to note, if you do get invaded, it'll have to be up here. There's gonna be a fog gate here if there's an invasion. Alright. I know there was a... Oh, I think it's up there. Oh, it's up here. There's a hidden door somewhere. But here we are, back in Iron Keep. There goes the hidden door. You can't just fall back there. Let's get back down. But first you want to grab these items. Black Knight's Greatsword. And Protective Charm, Grand Spirit Tree Shield. Black Knight's Greatsword. In a long forgotten age, even after their flesh was charred by flame, they remained as strong as ever and stood watch, challenging visitors to their land. So they're talking about the Black Knights of Gwyn. It is just a regular greatsword. It is not an ultra greatsword. That's just like the Black Knight's halberd. Alright, so back here, we aren't going to go any further than this. We're going to go back to McDuff's workshop. That's where we're going to go. Because McDuff is the one that sells large Titanite shards. And that is what we want for right now. Wouldn't mind having chunks either. So we can try and +9 some gear. Armor of Aureus. We do have the Armor of Aureus. It's an invisible armor. And there is a visible armor set of the Aureus gear. Oh man, I forgot to do something. You can open this door if you have the Bastille key, so that you don't have to blow up the wall here. I didn't want to come here yet. I had to go back to Iron Keep entrance and go through this one more time because we forgot an item. This is a very important item if you want to use McDuff, because McDuff won't do anything with you until you give him the item, which we're gonna go grab right now in Iron Keep. It's called the Dull Ember, which you will find in Iron Keep. And let's hope we don't die either, because I don't want to lose those souls. I don't want to lose these souls. Let's try to stab him. Stagger. Oh yeah, sure enough he staggers. Sure enough he does. But then they do also get me first. So that is a pain a bit. Let's try and get this down without them getting us. There we go. Let's do it on this guy too. Oh man, we missed. Oh, also note these guys do drop their katanas, so if you're looking for a katana, you can grab this guy's katana too. Also, you can turn off this fire later on in this area. Ouch. Alright, so this guy. Oh man, I didn't want to roll. Alright. Heal on up. And we can take care of this guy. This guy on the right here won't run up to us unless we get closer. And we also want to take care of this guy down here, because he will come and try to attack us when we run across the bridge. Ouch. Now the other archer is hitting us, and we have to go kill him now because it's not good to have both these archers on you. So you can just fall down here and then get back up. We'll just knock him down. Let's knock him down with the stabs. Alright, there we go. Alright. Next, if you move up, oh, let's wait for that guy. Yeah, shot at bow. Move up a little bit, then he'll come towards you. Then you want to fight behind this pillar here, because this guy will continue to shoot arrows at you. Let's run across, and you do see a summon sign here, which this is Lucatiel. Let him fall down there. This is Lucatiel. And then you gotta jump. Alright, got a chest here. Zweihander. Ultra great swords for you guys that like them. And then you want to jump over there. Sure we can do that. There we go. And here goes the Dull Ember. Very good item to pick up. You don't want to miss the Dull Ember. Alright. Let's knock this guy off too. And you've got this, which is kind of useless. It's water. If you roll in the water, you do have the fire defense bonus and stuff. Also, one more thing before we go back. There is a chest over there. We'll get that chest later on, after we hit our vigor up a bit more. Alright. From here we can I don't know why that thing is still burning. I don't think it's supposed to be burning anymore. One last thing to talk about. That fall gate there, Smelter Demon. He is an optional boss. You do not have to fight him to get through this area. And I really don't recommend you fight him at all if you plan on going through the game without dying, because Smelter Demon is very difficult. Alright. Run on back to the bonfire, and then we can go back to McDuff. Here we are. Back to McDuff. There we go. This area seems like a lot of traveling too. Actually, we really didn't have to travel all too much, just because I forgot the Dull Ember, which is why we had to travel a bit more than we intended to. But after you have the Dull Ember, you can talk to McDuff. And there we go. He says he is McDuff. And you give him the Dull Ember. And the thing about this guy is he infuses weapons with elements. So there we go. I already have fire on my fire longsword. Let's check my broadsword. Alright, so you can put magic, fire, lightning, dark, poison, bleed, raw, enchanted, and mundane. And you can also reverse your put no element on your weapons if you have a pale stone for this one here. But something to note about this, about infusing weapons, is that you see my scaling on my on the bottom there. Oh, I can't even go down there. It does become C, E, and B. That B is intelligence. So intelligence having B scaling will make the magic infusion better. And then if you look at the normal sword itself, it's C and D. And enchanting or infusing a magic piece to it will make it C, E, and B. So, and it does lower your dex scaling, and I believe it will lower your strength scaling a bit too. But it does give you a B in intelligence scaling, so if you do have high intelligence, you can do magic. Same goes for fire. Fire is, I believe fire is faith and intelligence. Dark, you got dark. Then you've got lightning. Lightning is purely faith, I believe. And then you got poison. Poison does drop your does basically it's the same thing. It highes your chances of poisoning other players or enemies. Then you got bleed, same thing as poison. And you got raw. Raw really isn't too good. As you can see, it does drop from CE to EE on my scaling below, but it does higher my physical raw power. This raw is actually only good for weapons that you get the weapon just to get the requirement to use the weapon. If you understood what I said there. So if I had exactly 11 strength and 6 dex, obviously the scaling wouldn't matter all too much. You would rather want to go with just making the weapon itself more powerful rather than trying to base off scaling. But if I did have since this broadsword does scale better with strength, if I did have 40 strength and let's say 20 dex, it could be better to not have raw at all and allow the scaling of the C scaling to go with the 40 strength, and that 40 strength might scale higher than, might make your weapon better than going all out raw with your weapon. Here, let me show you what I mean a little bit more. So as you can see here, my weapon is 157 physical and 157 fire damage with the fire longsword, but it does do plus 30 physical and plus 20 fire damage just because of my stats. That is the scaling of these here, the strength and the dex. The higher these are, the more your weapon scaling will be, with the blue numbers there on the right there. But yeah, that's basically infusion. And we got enchanted, which enchanted is a bit more difficult to it's a bit more difficult to understand. We might be saying, what's the difference between magic and enchanted? As you see, it does drop your physical attack and give you the magic bonus for using magic enchantment or infusion. But for enchanted, it keeps your physical attack and it doesn't give you magic attack. So basically what enchanted, to my understanding of enchanted, is oh, and to note, it does give a D scaling in magic intelligence there, a D scaling, and magic gives a B scaling. So to my understanding of enchanted is it does scale directly with intelligence. It keeps your physical attack the same on the weapon itself, but it doesn't hire all too much with strength and dex anymore. It'll hire the higher your intelligence is, the better the enchanted will work. Kind of similar to magic in a way. So if you want to just test those out and see which one is better, it's up to you. Then we've got Mundane, which Mundane is the most difficult to understand. I personally don't understand Mundane infusion at all, but from what I've heard, it is about your it does make your scaling D and E. Yeah, D and E. It does make your scaling D and E for the broadsword. What I understand about Mundane is based off having your stats all about equal for that scaling to kind of work, if you can consider it scaling. But you do see that it does drop the physical damage of the weapon to 108, which isn't very high. But I believe the better your stats are, more balanced all around, the better Mundane would work with your weapon. At least that's what I understand about Mundane. But don't believe me all too much on that, because I haven't actually tested it myself and I've never used it. And I'm not sure if I even intend to use Mundane, because that means another game of going through with equal stats, and I personally don't build equal stats characters with Dark Souls. But yeah, that is all of the infusions. Do note you do have required items to actually infuse at all. But yeah, that's basically infusion in a quick way. But he does sell a few items. Bastard Sword, Uchi Katana. This is a katana if you want to get earlier on in game. Actually, no, you can't even get this early on in game, because you have to get to Iron Keep before you can even get the Uchi Katana, because you have to get the Dull Ember to give to McDuff. Great Axe, Winged Spear, Scythe, Longbow, Light Crossbow, and the Royal Kite Shield. We're going to buy the Royal Kite Shield, because if you look at the stats, for some reason it has very high, very decent fire reduction, and it has physical reduction to at 100, so that's very good. And then he sells unlimited wood arrows and unlimited iron arrows, unlimited iron great arrows, unlimited wood bolts, and unlimited heavy bolts, and repair powder and large titanite shard, which we're gonna buy a few of them because we want to. we're gonna compare these, the Drangleic shield and the Royal Kite shield. So that the Drangleic does have 86 physical defense, physical attack. How about physical damage inflicted? So it does have physical damage with the shields as well, but I don't think that really matters with shields, because you know who actually attacks with the shield. It does have 86, and the Royal Kite does have 80. But if you do look at the elemental defenses and stuff like that, the Royal Kite shield is superior to the Drangleic shield. They both do have 100% physical reduction. And the other thing about Royal Kite shield being superior is it requires less strength to use. So we could go and re-skill our stats to just base it off using the Royal Kite shield instead of going to get 16 strength to use the Drangleic shield. We can go and get 12. And the thing about the Royal Kite shield is it weighs 4 units, so it's not as heavy as the Drangleic shield at 6 units. But the durability is the same. And what is this down here? Stability. So stability is 5 less, which I don't think it really matters all too much. But yeah, we're gonna get the Royal Kite shield just for this fire reduction here, because we're gonna need as much fire reduction as possible against Smelter Demon, because Smelter Demon is a fire type monster and is not very powerful if you don't have fire defense. That's really all I can say about Smelter Demon. Oh, and something else that's superior about Royal Kite shield is you can level it up, rank it up, make it better with regular Titanite shards and the regular path. The Drangleic shield needs Twinkling. I believe it needs Twinkling Titanite or Dragon Bone. I forget which one it is, but it needs one of those special material to actually upgrade the Drangleic shield, while the Royal Kite shield can just use regular Titanite. And that was a lot of talking. But from here we can reinforce our weapons. Let's get our Royal Kite shield enchanted a bit, or not enchanted, upgraded a bit. Alright, we need 2 more large Titanite shards. And this guy, McDuff, also sells unlimited supply of large Titanite shards. Alright, so plus 6 Royal Kite shield, which is very good. It did raise it to 70.2% fire damage reduction, so that is very good too. One more thing to note about the Royal Kite shield. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this is the thing I was gonna say. You can also infuse. As you can see, putting magic on the shield would make it does drop the physical damage reduction to 98 and the physical attack back to 80, but it does give the 98 magic attack, which attack doesn't really matter with shields. And the most important thing about infusing your shields is that your shields get the elemental defense bonuses. For magic, it would get 50, or it would get 68.8, and fire would jump up to 85.8. So if you're using a shield specifically just for Smelter Demon, which we might do this, we might put fire on our Royal Kite shield, just because that 85.8% is a lot better than 70. But we need a Fire Drake Stone, which I can show you where that is too. And the same thing for our lightning defense. You know, dark defense, poison defense, and the like. But we also have to enchant our composite bow. We need 5. Oh, not that. Alright. There we go. Much stronger than before. Last but not least, we'll buy a few more arrows. And we'll buy those iron arrows too. Yep. And we have 1 soul left. Alright. Next, I can show you where to get the Fire Drake stone. Enemies do drop it. I forget which ones. I forget which enemies drop the Fire Drake stones. I believe the frogs that petrify you, they do have a chance to drop maybe every stone. I don't remember if it's every stone or not. But they do have a chance to drop stones. But there is an item to loot that is specifically the Fire Drake stone, which we're going to right now. But before you can come here, I do recommend you grab the iron key. You don't necessarily need the iron key though. Alright. You don't necessarily need the iron key because you can just equip the cat ring and just jump down, fall down. Not over here. I believe it's over here. Yeah, you fall down over here. You just fall down right here and you should survive the fall. For sure you will survive it with the cat ring. But we're gonna go down there. That's basically where we are gonna go. And we're gonna go the normal way to get down there, using the iron key. This is the pathway to the last giant. And those fire lizards are very nasty. Very not fun to fight at all. But this is the last giant's fight right here, and the iron key will be used right here to open this door that we have not been able to open for a very long time. But most importantly about this side is you want to fight these guys with distance, because these guys are not very fun to fight. I don't recommend you go and attack these guys. As you can see, someone is shooting fire at me. And that is not good if I get hit by that fire. Let's watch out for that. Alright. Let's watch out for that flamethrower again. Oh, and you want to watch out for that. For those fireballs. I think you understand why I don't recommend you fight these guys with melee. You still can. I mean, like, I was able to go through this the first time with melee, but it's actually very difficult to do that because these guys turn around pretty quick, and they also have this attack with their tongue, which hits a pretty far distance. So even if you're running away from them, they can still hit you. And that won't be good. So I recommend you just hit them like so. Alright, got rid of that one. Let's see if we have any. Do we have any poison arrows? Oh, we don't have any poison arrows. Oh, let's try these. Inflicts bleeding damage. But we want this guy to come over to us. Alright. so he's gonna get pulled back. But he will come up to us. Let's use our bleed. Let's use our bleed arrows. Try to make this guy bleed. Oh. Oh, man. Thought he was gonna blow fire. That would have not been good. Alright, so I guess bleed isn't working all too much. Just use this wall here. They can't get through here. Out of arrows. Out of bleed arrows. Oh, you want to watch out for this. Alright. Take those guys out. And that should be that. Cracked red eye orb. And then we've got Rebel's Great Shield. Very nice shield. That was one of these shields that won the competition thing, I believe. And this is the path to the Fire Longsword at the very beginning of the game that we got. If you wanted to go over there. But this area isn't done yet. Let's see what we have. Let's use poison arrows or poison knives. We'll make this a little bit easier. Oh man, we want to watch out for this. Ouch. Watch out for that. Just use the wall here to your advantage. I missed. There we go. Alright. Sorry if this is taking a bit longer. I really don't want to die trying to melee these guys. One more. Alright. There is one more. We're gonna fight him too. But I'm gonna use my fire or my iron arrows to take this one out. Alright. Watch out for that. You can snipe him from here. See there? We don't take as much damage. Or we're not taking damage at all. It is blocking. And you do see that I am hitting a lot more damage when I hit underneath his body. I believe I am. Or maybe not. Let's try irons. Oh, it kind of does seem like you do hit a lot higher. 122. Oh. Let's see. Let's let him get up again. Yeah, you do actually hit a lot higher when you hit their body. And I realized that. But take care of them like that. And that does get rid of all of them. If you do jump down from up there, you will land Hawkring. You'll land somewhere right here on top of this little hill. And there will be fire coming, pillars of fire coming out of these holes. There goes the fire Drake stone. There will be fire, pillars of fire coming through these holes. And that is coming from below Once you get rid of the fire lizards from below, then these pillars will disappear. Which I didn't have an opportunity to see them because I already killed the lizards below. Oh man, I don't want to use that. I wanted to use this. But we also did get a fire quartz ring, which will help with our fight against it's gonna help in our fight against Smelter Demon. So much preparation for one fight, don't you think? Because I really don't like Smelter Demon. Alright, come on over here. Back up to the bonfire. And then back to McDuff's. Oh, not there. McDuff's. To get our fire enchanted or fire infused Royal Kite Shield. You might do fine with the normal Royal Kite Shield also. Or you could use the Girum. I'll show you that shield. Oh. I will show you that shield. Because we do have it. We could just use a Girum shield too. It is this great shield right here. It has 100 fire defense and 100 physical defense. So that's actually very good for this fight. It's just we can't even use it. 32 strength. 32 strength. Oh man, that is not very good. Well, yeah, this shield is really good for this fight. But anyways, we are gonna go with the Royal Kite Shield. And infuse the Royal Kite Shield with fire. Alright. Then you can always uninfuse it to get your 100% reduction back if you wanted to. Now we can go to yeah, we can go back to Iron Keep. But this part is dragging on a bit longer than usual. A lot of preparation for this area, which is the reason why I didn't want to come to Iron Keep just yet. I went over to Shaded Woods and completed that area first, because Iron Keep is a bit more difficult. It is a bit more difficult to deal with. Let's take care of these guys. Uh-oh. Ouch. We didn't want to do that. Knight armor. We can actually check if their armor is better. Yep, yeah, I think we did this already. Their armor is fire defense better than Vengarl's gear. Let's heal up. Oh man, we don't even need heal. I actually have to run back now. We need... we'll want to use this. Flash Sweat. We'll need to use that against Smelter Demon. Run through this kind of quick again. Run over here. Ouch. Night leggings. Let's check the leggings. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yep, fire defense is a little bit better again. Alright, let's start using life gems. Gotta save our Estus for this fight. I'm probably gonna die to Smelter, but we won't fight Smelter in this episode. We will fight Smelter in the next part, because this video is a bit longer. Alright. Run on across. And then you can knock this guy off. Alright. Oh, see, this guy runs over here if you don't kill him. He is the guy from underneath back over there. Just getting some preparations. Alright, so this is what we'll be using for the Smelter Demon fight. There we go. That's what we can do there. Let's actually swap radiant life gems. Alright. This is what we'll be using for the Smelter Demon fight. But the video is a bit long now. So, in the next video we will start off right here in the Smelter Demon fight for you guys here. So, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.